So what's the plan, Stan? Or Paul?
Well, the plan is initially I'm going to show you AH11. Now, a word of warning before I spawn AH11, it's early access. AH10, as Poppy can verify, AH10 works nicely. AH11's a bit early access right now.
Do you know, I think me and you had a conversation months ago where we're getting tired of this early access bugginess of stuff. Please don't do that, Paul.
Right, so take a good look at AH9. Some of you, take a good look at the tail section there, and the general style. The rud, not the rudders, the so what, the skids. That's the word I was looking for. The skids.
Skids.
The width
okay.
and the styling and just everything about
curly.
it. Yeah, the ladders, just the
okay.
general style. Okay, get ready.
I just realised something. We're not pumping fuel.
Oh, the lag when he's in the workbench.
Yay, I'm underwater.
Maybe you're the one that needs the reinstall.
Right, I need to teleport back to your airfield. Where are you guys? Oh, there you are, I think. You're at Draymore.
We are at O'Neill. No.
Well, there's a chopper at Draymore.
That's the one that me and Pups were using.
Oh, should I leave it there?
You can get rid of it.
Yeah, you can just, yeah.
So, mate, I'm going to have to jump over to the jet fuel place and get it selling again.
Oh, no, really?
I'm guessing
where are you?
We're at, O'Neill, where you were.
Not on the map, you're not.
If you scroll in really far.
It's really weird, it's not showing you. There you are. Right, okay, anyway, to matters of AH12, here we go.
Wait, 12? I thought
12?
11.
11.
It's a slip of the tongue. AH11.
Do I need a beep button for this?
Wait for it. It's auto-saving. There you go. Welcome to the AH11.
I feel like you dropped it into something that looks like a helicopter now rather than a box on skids.
It took a few hours to remodel this thing. Now, Pops, the difference between AH10 and 11 is
the big difference.
There's a big difference in the cockpit, but also the main rotor blades have been moved forward a fair bit to rebalance the whole thing.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see they're more forward.
Wow, you've been busy, dude.
Now all those screens have been scripted by me, so I wrote all that stuff.
So if they don't work,
have you slept, bro?
Yeah.
Genuinely.
He told me to go to bed and sleep and not stay out to Stormworks to 4 AM. We know what Paul's been doing now.
So I got rid of a bunch of displays and replaced it with one screen that just has the information on it, which is cool. So yeah, hopefully it all works.
All right.
Now the only thing that I'm not sure about right now, because I did some last minute modeling an hour ago, even that, is how much fuel storage I actually have in here. So the back says 3188, but that's the tank area, isn't it? And we added that to the fuel tanks and came up with a total, so I need to check those values haven't changed.
Are they large tanks or medium tanks?
Weren't they the 187.5s or something like that? So what do you think, guys? What do you think of the AH11? It's coming along nicely, I think. A 178.5.
Medium fuel tanks have a capacity of 187.5.
Wait, somebody in chat put 178.5. What the heck?
I would assume that's a typo.
187.5. Can't remember how many it has. I think it's 4. Four of them is 750 plus 3188. Be 3938 if that's the case. So let me just quickly see.
Call it a 4 and you'll be happy.
me just see what it's got listed. Max value 2152. That's definitely wrong.
That was the old value, wasn't it, with the 4 extended range tanks?
Yeah. Is there anywhere else where it displays the fuel tank value apart from at the back?
No, and that only displays the back fuel capacity, doesn't it?
Yeah. Is the AH prefix attack helicopter? Yeah, let's go with that. 94 Wally, thank you very, very much for gifting 10 subs on the community. That was very kind of you. First sub bomb of the day. Thank you very much, 94
Swim
Wally.
across again.
If you got a sub, please give me a thank you.
You can't.
No, it's weather. It just killed me.
The weather killed you.
I
Okay.
thought I had a value
Paul
in
is
here.
in the workbench and he's running whilst doing so.
Oh, I've seen him swim while he's been in the workbench. That's amazing.
You need a lift then, don't you?
Where's he going?
Welcome back.
We just need to.
Active block didn't reactivate.
Your what didn't reactivate?
Or is it empty?
The fuel tanks are empty.
No,
What?
we're on about the one that was selling jet fuel.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure when we ended last time, it was still selling, and we was like, yeah, it should reactivate when we load back in.
Oh, I see. We may have to fly over there to nudge it then.
Welcome back.
Oh, that was the one that was the... Yeah, okay. Well, let's refuel and fly over because I need to test this thing works anyway.
Okay.
Nothing bad will happen.
Are you flying from here or are you going from Draymore? Because it's 30 k's from here, you know.
To the nut house.
I suppose we should be sensible about it, right?
So we're jumping to Draymore.
Okay. Time for a test flight. Let's go. What could possibly go wrong?
Welcome back, nutter.
Yeah, so the fuel microprocessor Paul goes out on a composite output, so I don't know whether you need to script that or whether you just want to stick it on a dial thing.
What was it outputting?
Welcome to the
It's a
nut
composite.
house.
No, I mean, what values is it outputting?
As in the fuel stuff or the... How do you mean?
Well, you've got a controller which has a composite output. What's it outputting, though?
Welcome.
It
What
just
values?
outputs them onto 4 channels.
What, the fuel burn and stuff?
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I could basically write those values onto a screen.
Okay.
We could have a monitor screen at the back, maybe, or something.
To the nut
Well,
house.
so there's 4 outputs, so I stick it onto one of the, you know, the dashboard ones where you can configure 4 dials. But obviously, that's just the low-tech solution.
Yeah. I mean, it takes about probably 10 minutes to put it on a screen, and they're pretty compact.
Nutter.
Okay.
King Awesome, thank you, 57 months. Plus, I'll do that later on. I'll show chat how we do a custom screen thing with that. So I'll take your little controller,
okay.
we'll hook it in, and then display on a screen, and chat can see how you do it.
And I have also got, you know, I built the controller for the radio-controlled gantries.
Yes.
So I've also got that as a microcontroller that you could possibly build onto an interface touchscreen type thing if you were being really clever. But that takes 3 outputs. That takes 3. That's 3 composite outputs.
No, you can do whatever you like with the thing. There's no built-in support for multiple pages, I don't think. It's just a matter of you deciding what to display. There's one thing I need to put that I can't work out exactly how to do yet, and that's this heading hold nudging thing, left and right. I need to work that out. Oh no, sorry, the map zoom.
Oh, okay.
See, purposes, well, whoever's in the co-pilot seat, I guess, has got map zoom in and out, but they don't work yet because I can't work out how to physically do it in the controller.
Okay.
Because I need to translate a button push into changing a zoom value. And that's where it gets a bit weird, like where do you store the number? Where do you store the current zoom level?
Can't you touch the screen?
No, touch screens are something you have to do yourself. But yeah, well, Captain Flint, you can have a memory register inside the controller, but then you've got to read the value to find out what it is to then increment or decrement the value and then use it. And it's that circular loop in the logic that I'm not so sure about how that will work in Stormworks.
How much fuel are you taking? Is 3,000 enough?
Where are we going south? Yeah, yes, plenty. It's
Yes, it's only 5k.
early access version, it'll be fine.
2.5 should be enough.
Yeah, but that's just in the rear tank. Obviously, there is fuel in the other tanks as well. I would assume it fills everything all at once rather than, you know, one thing at a time.
It's indicating a total of 2.5 in here, yeah. Right, we in?
I'm in.
I'm not. I'm just winding the hose in because we keep having
you need to
problems
show him
with
the
this one.
doors.
Oh yeah, so you notice it's got doors in it.
I do notice that it's got doors on it.
Right. You gonna get in?
I'm just waiting for this stupid fuel hose. Because this is the one that keeps bugging through the floor.
Thistle Maple Leaf, thank you very much for subbing.
Right.
Welcome to the house, Thistle.
I'm in.
Okay. Wish these hangars were a bit higher. Oh, in fact, I just wish it would spawn outside. Right, so watch the doors as we climb. See that?
Have you just been, like, not able to sleep for the last week?
Oh, I've just had lots of cool ideas.
Wow, this weather, right?
Now I've got a heading hole now, mate. Now, if you notice on my display, the pink number, that's the magenta, that's the target heading. So that's what it's trying to maintain now. And the altitude's measured in feet as well.
Fixed it, because yesterday it was bouncing all over the place.
And a digital V-speed is really useful, because when you're trying to maintain your pitch, like let's say you're not using heading hold, I can just pitch forward a little bit and try and get that to 0 so we're at flying level.
Yeah.
We have now successfully 100% completely researched everything.
Woo!
So
We can build anything we
left to
want.
research. Yep.
Also, you see the buttons in front of me? So if I press them, you see the heading? The target heading? See how it changes? So I can make little adjustments to my heading like that.
Do you sleep, bro?
Your map looks cool, pups. I need to get a little... Actually, where's the interior light?
I think it's on your hotkey, isn't it?
4, there we go.
So are you fitting some more seats in here then? Because there's the room now.
Well... I mean, if I put big seats in the back, we won't have enough room for passengers, really.
No, you've just padded seats. And I did try and work out a hoist system that would fold flat and then pull forward as it was needed.
Is it nice and warm in here with the doors closed and the heater now?
Toasty.
So is this Arctic ready then? Is that the theory?
I don't know, actually. I mean, we've got the outfits, we've got the we've got the heater. Who knows?
We're gonna do that. Let's make sure we put the outfits on before we leave.
Yeah. Well, at least we can reach them. There you go. External lights on. Looks pretty cool now. And Puppies has control of the spotlights. Yeah, I'm getting through. That's what I've been developing.
I think you need more strobes, dude.
I was writing all this afternoon. I'll show you how to do it all later.
Cliff.
That's not my name, but okay. Take it down below us, yeah?
It's like directly below, yeah. And please bear in mind there is a runway that will approach very, very quickly.
It's
yeah,
whether
we made that mistake, didn't we, Slow Moon?
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, you see, the problem is this has a 100-foot elevation. That's why you missed it last time. Because you... Annoyingly, the altitude thing only gets it from sea level, not from... There's no radio altimeter, I don't think.
Is it me, or is the tank actually not here?
On the map, it's
Wow.
here. In-game, it's not.
Wow, game. So,
Well,
that's scumbaggery.
that's the only option then, right?
This game. Oh, it's a laser sensor do it. Yeah, good idea. I'll use the laser sensor.
And now it's not on the map.
Yeah, it's now back with me.
Wait, how does that work?
It's just... I have no idea.
I don't know.
How much fuel do you reckon we lost then?
Um...
So we left a vehicle here, defueling.
Well, it was we hadn't... I reckon half.
Which is how much?
10k.
10k of jet fuel worth 100,000, 150,000.
Okay, we'll just take that off our debts, right? Because we still owe money. Like, we still owe a $250,000 minus whatever that was.
Well, the theory was we were going to end up with... Didn't we have 280 left when we did the last fuel run, and we set up another fuel run?
Yeah.
So it was double 280, which is 560, right?
Yep.
So it's up to you. Either we set it up again and leave it running while we're in the game, or yeah. Oh yay, back in multiplayer where you can't push things. Because it all makes perfect sense, right?
It's early access.
Yeah, stop complaining. You've got a search bar.
So here's the thing. Why do I keep getting the symbol bottom right that I'm wet?
No
Because the doors
idea.
are open.
And why the door's open?
Don't know.
Still getting that symbol.
Yeah, that's weird.
Put the heating on.
So hang on, are the doors not automatic then?
Yeah, automatic above a certain altitude unless you override it with the button.
Oh, okay.
Which I assume puppies did. Since you didn't know it was there and I didn't press it.
I didn't know it was there, no.
Maybe.
There you go. Windows are 99%
Right, well, turn the
watertight.
heater off. Let's see if the wet symbol comes back on.
I think it's because the door was open, probably. I need to change the altimeter hole because it takes a value in meters but shows it in feet, which is not terribly useful. Yeah, that little map over there, I need to put the zoom thing on and then show a position where you cut like an X in the middle or something.
Yeah.
So you can see where you currently are. Ideally, I'd do a triangle and then it points in the direction you're aiming.
That'd be cool.
You haven't got it yet, so you can punch in a heading you want then.
You just adjust the heading. You don't punch it in.
But you could, yeah, you haven't got like a keypad where you can do, you know, 180 or...
No, I could do that.
And you haven't done the auto pilot thing yet, as in set a waypoint from the map.
Nope, not done in GPS coordinates.
AH-11 in sight. Wait, what?
How did we just do a mission?
Oh, you know, that was the mission that bugged. You know, I killed the person.
So the person we killed got revived and headed back there and we got the mission or something, I don't know.
Oh no, okay. We got a 2 out of 3 stars for complete, and because we rescued them, we actually turned up, which gave us points. Had we have saved them, we may have, you know, got more money.
Right.
But we're emptying this diesel tank, so there's still 2,000 litres in.
We're going to go and set up a jet run.
I was going to say, I thought we were.
Oh.
I'm waiting for Paul to hop out to push the tank out because I can't, you know, I'm not strong enough in multiplayer.
Oh, is that what I'm doing? Right.
And this has had a few modifications as well.
Yeah, that is curly toes.
Hang on, I just want to check that there's a keep alive block in here. Yeah, there is.
Do you have radio and radar? I don't have radio yet, and radar's something I need to put on. Is the handbrake off?
These ones, yeah.
Have we got enough fuel for a jet run on this thing?
Well, you only need to have enough fuel to get to the refinery, don't you? And then we can fuel you when you're there.
Alright, we've got 2k, we should be good.
Winch out.
I'll leave that to the co-pilot.
There you go.
Connector on.
Yeah. That's 10 metres of cable there, so me.
Yeah, I need to put a laser sensor on it and get so I've got an actual radar altimeter. Put that on the screen. Because that'd be very useful.
On.
Okay.
On. In. Ooh, it's struggling. Why is that struggling when it's empty?
It might be the wind as well, don't forget.
Early access edition.
Oh, I should have changed the bottom to Yacht 7, shouldn't I? This weather is absolutely horrid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not nice.
Pull up.
Okay, we're a bit low there. It's very difficult to see anything right now.
Yeah.
Is the tank? I can't see.
It looks fine.
I nearly went bad.
It looks fine.
I think the antennas have been snapped off though.
I can still see them.
I've just like no horizon. It's horrendous.
I can't override the weather either.
Did infrared cameras? Didn't even know that was a thing. What will that let you do exactly?
Just see at night. And you know the spotlight, you can put it in a mode which is infrared, so then that light is for your camera.
Nice. But then you need a screen to display it on somewhere.
Yep. I can just about see the lights from the oil refinery, can you?
Yeah. Yeah, 1.1k away.
But yeah, so I reloaded this seed into a single player game to see if the pump speeds were any better, and they were only marginally.
Don't know, Kaliloth, to be honest with you. I guess if the container breaks the laser sensor, it'll read wrong, would be my guess.
I think all that can be said here is good luck.
I don't think that thing's going to calm down, is it? You might have to shorten that end because it's just swinging violently.
Okay.
And it's very hard to see how far that is off the ground. Okay, that should do it. But yeah, that ain't going to calm down in a hurry.
Yeah, you haven't got any beds on here either of you, so we can't sleep the storm away.
This is possibly the worst conditions we could have done this job in. Oh my god.
That thing is just not settling, is it?
Hope it's not broken, but
You landing next to it.
I can try.
Cable's disconnected, so you got free flight.
Jeez, man. I cannot say if we're clear of objects.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, you're looking clear.
You're good.
Ooh. That was pretty, bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to close these rotor blades, ain't I?
No, I think you're alright.
Well, I'm gonna close them anyway, otherwise you sit there for half an hour listening to them even though the engine's on.
I need to make a list of things. So what is it we want, guys? We want a laser radio altimeter. I just thought of something then that I need.
Gonna run round and grab the connector pups. The bridge is coming down.
Radio altimeter, we've got... Somebody's got a controller.
Jump up it as easily as you could the old curly toast.
I want the map to show current position. It could even show heading as well, couldn't it, I guess?
Oh, that could have gone badly. Alright, let me know when you want it out.
Wait, who left the heater on? That's a good way to flatten the battery. Are we fueling?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
we're just bringing the lines across. Diesel Gantry is 1202.
Oh yeah, the altitude hold measurement units. Altitude hold in feet. Yes, definitely need that. If we have the radio altimeter thing, we could hook it up to some kind of warning system.
Right.
I'll leave that for later.
If I stop, it's just I'm not going to spool that cable in yet, perhaps just because I can't see what's going on. So 1202 is the diesel one. Hopefully that's coming down.
Yep.
We're loading curly toes on fuel as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll fill curlies up, and then whatever's left we can dump back in Dromore or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so
putting an
I've got
Arctic
radio-
outfit on. It's freezing.
Yep, I put one on as well.
Yeah, so we've got radio-controlled gantries from the tank now, Paul.
Radio control gantries from the tank.
So this little control panel here,
Right.
you can punch the code in for the gantry. And then use those
1202.
buttons. That's so. If you look to the left, you see next to the E, there's a little painted block with the numbers of the individual things on. So 1267, 1202, and 1863. If you punch that into the keypad, that will then correspondingly change the gantries on the other side, so you can then control them from this side. So the diesel's currently selected, so you can move. If you press the right button on there, it'll move. You'll see the orange light move to the right. Yeah.
So what is it picking up the local frequencies then?
Yeah. So there's small antennas on the top of the gantries which have a 100-meter range.
Right.
And then there's small antennas on top of the tank, so it does the same.
Okay, but that displays, because it's got a frequency here as well, it doesn't tell you what it is. A 1863 or something.
So, yeah, the frequency, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because me and Pups have been doing this a while, we know what the frequencies are, so I've made that little block so it's got them for reference as well.
That's the bit I couldn't get. Like, is it picking up a local frequency transmission?
Yeah, no, that's... So, there's also a diesel unload point at, like, the fishing place. And it uses the same frequency because it's diesel, which they're supposedly like the BDM codes for the oil codes for the things.
Gotcha.
I think I don't know if they're those in real life. It's just what they are. They've been allocated in the game. But there's one this side and one the other side, so that we can actually simultaneously control two gantries if we wanted to. Obviously, if it was daytime, that'd be easier. So I've fitted it on both corners of the tank.
Nice.
And that's a little, what is it, a 5-bar microcontroller? And I did put it on the workshop after I cracked it, because it was so much work to try and figure it out.
Why is this winch moving along the ground? Keeps snapping back like it's being reeled in.
It's not, it's just a game being weird. But someone's at my door, I'll be right back.
Thanks, Twitch, for freezing at the most important parts of the explanation. Yay! What did you miss? It's a bit annoying, it like completely despawned the vehicle and threw away half the tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got the laser thing, the semi-fuel thing, which shows fuel flow. Just trying to work out that fuel flow controller you've got. Where's the best place to display it? Because...
Well, could you not put it on the same screen then, have a screen cycle?
Could do.
Do that. Have a next page. So you have a fuel consumption screen and a... Yeah.
I've never done the paging thing yet, but is that how you would do it? You probably want to do it on the map screen, to be honest, but... Like,
so is that actually two separate screens?
Yeah, they're two separate screens with each got their own controller. Like I just wrote a basic map controller map one, which I'll obviously flesh out with more stuff.
Yeah, so it's a bit hard to see, but you know the press buttons on the side of the tank? There's 3 separate panels there, and obviously they're the ones that are the 4 clusters, and you can select what button type you want and things in that specific block. So like the next to the up and above the left, there should be another button there. So that's a block of 4, and then the radio on and off, and the right, there should be 2, and then the down, there should be 3 sort of thing. So I normally just use one of these with 4 dials on it, and then plump the fuel into that.
Wish I understood a word of that. Literally no idea what you're talking about.
I think they're called instrument panels in the.
Can't see where rain would be coming in, to be honest. It's not about your instrument panels. They let you have 4 smaller controls over composite.
That thing.
They let you have 4 smaller controls over composite. Okay, so this is something I'm not aware of. What's this 4 smaller control thing?
So take your heading dial, for instance. You know that occupies 1 block, yeah?
The compass in the middle of the screen.
Yeah. So that occupies a single block. This will also occupy a single block, but it will give you the option to have like 4 displays on a single block.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Is it basically a display then, or is it a button thing?
It can be whatever you want it to be.
You figured out Lure but skipped instrument blocks. Lure's not hard, it's just another programming language. But it's like knowing what's in the game. I don't know everything in the game yet, do I? Rothen, welcome back. Mr. Mike, thank you for 38. I'll have to have a look at the control you're on about in the workbench.
Yeah, okay.
Might move some of these things like the battery indication. I might just have that on an engineering display instead of on big dials. Could even put some stuff here. I like how inside the chopper the left side is glowing green and the right side is glowing red inside the chopper. Because like the light from the green light is bleeding to the other wall and vice versa. This is just so bizarre. Turn your torch off, you'll see how weird it is. The green wall on this side.
So we're going to be here for at least 20 minutes filling this tank up.
Yay.
Just as an FYI.
Because if I teleport away, I can't get back. That sucks.
Yay, because instead of pumping at like 4,000 litres a minute, we're now pumping at what?
900.
You can use an instrument panel for the realistic lock.
Thanks,
is that a component?
It. Yeah, the instrument panel is what I'm trying to explain.
See, Curly Toes actually looks like a chopper now.
Agreed. It actually looks like a proper... it would be something that I'd be proud to have in my inventory.
I need to, the ladders, like, I'd love to get those retractable or foldable or something.
Yeah, they're so annoying. I have now done the separately spaced ones, so it's an every other run rather than every run.
If you had a radar, you could use it for crates in the meantime. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Is that actually a thing? Is that a capability of the radar? It can find the crates?
I don't know.
Happy anniversary.
What?
So you can actually have it display on the map or something?
Well, like, I can understand a radar being able to pick up vehicles, but being able to pick up those tiny boxes? Wow.
Radar picks up crates. Apparently radar picks up crates, there you go.
Wow.
I wonder how the radar works, like how you script that.
Yeah, but don't you need one of those ridiculous radar dome things for that?
Happy anniversary.
I don't know.
Radar detects any moving item. Yeah, but a box isn't a moving item, is it?
Technically, it is moving because of the waves, but...
Yeah, but then the
what
sea's
the ones
moving.
on land?
Yeah.
Daftman, Paul, I thought I'd send you a little support. It's my birthday today, turned 23. Daftman, happy birthday. And did you know it's your birthday 3 days before mine? That'll be the one and only time that you're the same age as the day of your birthday, 23.
Have you been looking for the Starlink satellites at all, Paul?
Have I been looking for them? What do you mean?
There's been, you know, the SpaceX Starlink system that...
Are you supposed to be able to see them?
There have been a few visible passes, and basically they just look like loads of stars in a line following each other.
Jeez, that's scary. No, I've not.
Hey, Somi!
That's what's weird about that. Is like anybody can put anything up there and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no law that says you can't put something up there.
How did Pups get on the end of the gantry?
I have no idea. Axe jumps off the mountain. Radar only detects dynamic objects.
Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off! Well, this
Why
is
am I getting
something to do
stuck on it?
You got to entertain yourself, right?
Did you jump from here?
Yeah.
You spun it round or something?
No. I just managed to jump on the end.
Stocker Claws, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, guys. That's really generous of you. I'm amazed Nutslam has not hit you with emote spam. You're very lucky to get away with that. Thank you, Stocker Claws. Welcome, guys. Hope you had a great stream, sir. Thank you. Yeah, Pups is the parkour master, apparently. Might I ask what you was playing, Stocker Claws? Did you have it spun all the way around here? No wonder you made it.
No. It was still pumped.
You bust the gantry head.
It's still pumping.
Yeah, just saying, it's got damage marks all over it.
You can actually reach it by jumping.
I don't know how we could even repair that.
You can't.
Happy anniversary.
So, will it not...
No, you're not playing Horizon, but wondered what if there are any recommended Class D road car series. I just got and don't want to waste money on the wrong car tracks. Class D. GT3 probably
basically.
is about the most fun, I guess.
That's annoying.
Get yourself a GT3 car. Ferrari GT3 is quite nice. 488 GT3. That's a relatively easy car to drive.
I didn't think they hit... No.
Very forgiving. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that either, but I thought I'd mention it before the whole thing exploded.
So basically the hose still works, but it won't allow you to wheel it in and out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually damaged it.
Yeah, the winch is broken.
Rip.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Nutter.
I hope that's not permanent. Mr. Libido, 37 months, and you still haven't had a shave. Dude, how's that been 37 months? Like, seriously, how? How's that been over 3 years, mate? That's nuts. I've been playing ETS 2, gotcha. Nice.
Welcome back.
MP or single player? Will I be making any videos on Microsoft Flight Sim?
Can I ask, the marker lights on the plane, are they, on the helicopter, are they draining the battery?
Going down, but very slowly.
Yeah, they don't take much power. But I thought I'd leave them on while it was night time because we couldn't see a darn thing. battery on. Battery's on 82%.
I'm gonna enter the Olympics.
Just gonna fire up, make sure. Sounded a little bit slow to get going there. Just charge the battery up. Batteries went from 80% to 25% just from startup.
Yep.
Wow.
I'll leave them charging for a bit now.
Sammy, where are you?
Down by the big crane.
Single player pro mod. Nice. Good stuff.
I
take it at 137? 136.
What, it being on the bridge?
No, I'm gonna dive. You ready?
Oh, okay. The parachute formation is probably not the most elegant.
Battery's charging anyway.
Okay, game. You two are on your own.
Have you just been teleported?
Yep.
Why? What did you do?
Climb on the ladder. The ladder killed me, and now I got teleported, so...
So if you stopped running around, just stood still, you wouldn't die so much. STS have confirmed Mack trucks coming to ATS.
Oh, Draymond.
Are we on those, Tom?
8,000 to go.
Oh, nearly finished.
Yeah, nearly finished in the grand scheme of things, but we have still got 10 minutes, yeah.
There isn't a promo to 137. No, that's right. They did it for 136, didn't they, the update? You like it, Ryans? I spent hours doing it this week, updating it. I'd rather the skids weren't so big, but when I had single block skids, they glitched through the oil pad. The oil rig helipad. Just literally fall through and glitch you into it, so I doubled the width of it, thinking, well, hoping that it doesn't.
Another, by the way.
Hey?
I flew to the oil rig with the old curly toes with the single skids, and didn't fall through the pad.
So it's an MP thing.
Yeah. So by all means, we can try it with the double skids, but I'm not confident.
Well, I'll have to try it. Mr. Daftman, I didn't know it was your birthday on 26th. I'll say happy birthday now in case I can't say it on Sunday. Fun fact, I live local to you just up the road in Whittam, and I work in Chelmsford. That's really weird, because I used to live in Whittam and live in Chelmsford and work in Whittam. So that's literally the opposite of you. That's bizarre. D. Thomas says it happens in single player as well. The oil rig thing.
Well, I went to the oil refinery, which is the bigger oil refinery, not the one that you get crude oil on, or you can get crude oil. So I went to the one that's X5000 Y minus 7000, right southeast.
Right.
And I managed to
home of
land
Tommy Tuckers
successfully without any problems. It's the one that we have to tow the tanker back to.
We'll do it when we've got this thing dropped off. Dazza, thank you very much. Good evening. Mr. Heapster, Purple Button Height. How's you? I'm not bad. Thank you, Andy. Gavin Cave, 59 months. Thanks for all the user content. And thanks for all the notices for a great community. Thank you, Gavin. Titan of Industry. Industry Titan have tried it. I've tried it at one point. It's alright. Right, let's get our destination set up while we're doing this. .2 in that direction. Battery's fully charged. Thank you, Dazza. Curly Toes is getting there. There's a bit more utility I want to put on her. But it's been a fun learning experience, you know, building Curly Toes. I kind of find that's the best way to learn, is to actually do something rather than just learn, you know, the theory of stuff. Just, you know, build something practically with it and learn as you go along. So the laser thing's going to get added shortly. What size engine? It's a medium diesel, I think. I'd love to outfit it with a jet engine at some point. I think that would be awesome. I think a helicopter with turbines in them just sound amazing. But I'd probably want to write a microcontroller to manage it properly.
You have better luck than I did, Paul.
Oh, you're Chinook, yeah. I don't think you can really call it a Chinook yet. Its Chinook-shaped rocket is probably the best way of putting it.
I wouldn't mind, but it just flies up and spins it on an axis. That's all it does.
How am I getting on with the boats? The fuel boat that I had from a while back still works nicely. The bigger version it did needs a lot more work on it, I think. I don't think we're building a train today, James. There's no real point building trains right now because the oil stuff is broken in the Arctic, which is like the main reason to go there. They need to add more stuff in the Arctic. They need to add things like, I think they should add, you know, coal, iron ore, like natural resources up there. Maybe some forests and you can bring wood down on trains. Like, just add more stuff to do. That would be cool.
$4,000 to go.
4,000. You don't understand the purpose of adding trains in search and rescue game. I see your point. I think they added trains originally because the Arctic is so far away. I think. You can resub an iPad, yeah. Get them in. You have to do it. I think you have to buy a token via the app and then you can resub with the token. Different types of fire. You know, I've never actually put out a forest fire in this game. I've never had that mission.
I had a little mishap with an A10 that was from the workshop, and to say that the whole forest surrounding the airfield that I took off from was surrounded with fire is an understatement. So if you want, I can go and, you know, set a fire somewhere.
Pops, I take it you put your Arctic outfit back on the heli before you died.
I guess so.
Because we appear to be missing one. Dawson, yeah, the heading hold and altitude hold works, like, not perfectly, but it works reasonably well. I'm trying to work out what other information I should display here. So I put the heading down the bottom there, then I put the target heading over here. You've got your horizontal and vertical speed there. Altitude I put there. There's not a lot of space in the middle, and there's a little bit over here and a bit more there. But what information can I put? I thought about an artificial horizon, but I'd have to do some maths to make that work. I've seen them, Dazzy, yeah. Radar altitude, that's true. So I could put, like, altitude here, and then I could put, say, R-alt or something, radio altimeter, and then the number underneath. I can put it height. If you put altitude here and height there, put the number there, that would make sense. The only thing is about the laser scanner that, like the radio altimeter, is as the container swings underneath it and breaks the sensor, it's going to freak the numbers out. And I can't really think of a way around that.
Along, you know, 1,000 meters, and then all of a sudden 2.
Yeah,
500.
We've got 500 feet to the ground. No, wait, we've got 20. No, we've got 500 again. No, we've got 20. Have it minus the winch length. That won't really fix it. What do you mean, Gore?
$500.
Put the sensor in the tail. Yeah, I think so.
400.
I think if we put the sensor right back here somewhere, then it's got less chance of. But the problem is if you put it here, you probably need to add like another 10 feet to the number, because that, like, the skid from the skid is not the same as from here, is it? Are we nearly full yet?
Full.
Can we connect the winch now? Speaking of the winch, where is it?
No idea.
Yay. This is where I save the game, because I've got a sneaky feeling.
It's on the side. Look at this skid. It is on the side.
Yeah, it's nearest you.
Oh yeah. It's camoed.
Maybe paint it a different colour.
Well, I did paint it green with a yellow top, but...
Does this mean that I've been promoted?
I guess. Oh, what's the winch length on? 20 meters.
Yeah, hang on. Right, I'm good.
10 meter winch length. I don't know, Benjamin, I've not really tried it. I'm sure there's people in chat have subbed.
Well, you lifted it.
Tommy?
Pearl up.
You know I said this is early access, mate.
Terrain. 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 Oh, we're both dying and the doors are shut.
Press the button, the door opening button. Door control, there it is.
Dead.
I'm dead. You didn't open the door. You killed us both.
How could I? I didn't even know where the damn button was.
I wish someone clipped that, because all the time you were saying the doors wasn't open, they was open.
They were. I thought they were as well.
They weren't
Okay,
open
now-
on my screen.
Luckily, I saved it.
Right.
Oh, you could have told me I was modifying stuff in the workshop.
Well, I didn't know what you was doing, did I?
Was that because you tried to do something clever, or was that actually you haven't got enough power to lift it?
It's because when I moved the propeller forward a few blocks, I deleted one of the clutches, so I had to put it back, and I thought I'd put it back correctly. I did look at it, but I was wondering if the gear ratios were okay.
You mean you deleted a gearbox, not a clutch, right?
Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, yeah.
And this is why we save. Use the boat to salvage it. You must be joking. Like 26,000 litres of fuel down there. Garden Data, thank you for 40 months. The captain always goes down with the ship. I agree. Oh my god, game. Are you actually serious?
Has that just done what I think that does?
Yep.
Why is your vehicle never loaded by the game? That is so incredibly stupid.
Is it because it's not in your workbench?
No, I think it might be the keep active block.
Well, it's on the map.
It is on the map.
Dare I suggest we go back to the start of the stream?
I don't understand this. This is bizarre. Yeah, I've got 2 gearboxes as well.
Well, out of curiosity, jump to Draymore, save a copy of this, then reload this again if you fancy it.
It's
I
not
don't
in the
think that's
water,
gonna
bro.
do it, but...
It's not in the water. It's literally on the map. It's on, like, the game knows it's here. But it's gone now. Did you respawn it?
Yeah, I've dragged it back to Draymore, because there's no way we're going to get it back.
No, it did exactly that at the start of the game. Like, we had one of them at an island, and it doesn't spawn it. It shows it on the map, but it doesn't actually physically show it in the game here. Oh my god, that absolutely sucks.
Well, so do you want to put this in your workbench, in your workshop?
I'm kind of tempted to do a test. Can we get one that hasn't got a keep active block on?
I can make one, but...
Then could you put both, before Paul goes back a save, put them both outside and then let him log out and log back in and see what one stays. So if the keep active one, there's something disappears, there's something wrong with the keep active block.
What do you mean is the tank full? There is no tank here.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Well, do you want... How do you want to do that then?
Phoenix
Do you wanna
resub
jump
last
straight
week.
more and we'll
Only just got
spawn
resub
two?
message. Here's to another 9. Thank you, Phoenix. Vrome, thank you for 4 years on Vrome 8.1.
Well, according to this, your avatar is already here.
Yeah. Just logging back.
So what do you mean to do? Load the save game from the start of the stream, or we can't really load this one, can we?
Yeah.
We just lost a whole load of money.
Yeah,
Do a scientific test.
I think we need to go back to the start of the stream. Because that winch is also then not going to be broken.
Winch has repaired itself, just putting that out there.
That's why
No,
you're
it
not getting this
hasn't.
game yet in slow.
Not on
It's
my
fine
stream
in
when I was
single
at
player,
the
it's just
Royal
multiplayer
Refinery.
has glitches.
Paul, can you check the winch at Somi broke?
What, as in check if it's still damaged?
Well, it looks like it's...
Like it's repaired on your screen.
it didn't look like that on my screen. Right, do you want to grab that one, Pups? Because you want to save a copy of that anyway, right?
Yeah. This is the new one.
Why is that not
isn't it?
moving?
It's the one with a keep active block, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, go.
Okay.
No, adult roll, everything's
Right,
closed.
so Paul, save it and then reload the game with this save.
It's been fixed, the gantry.
Okay.
So you want me to save this game as another game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then leave and then reload it again.
With this save.
You have a jet engine inside a running huge rotor, and even with the jet, it still doesn't have enough power to rise up at 1-to-1. Blimey. They probably do, Snobby. They probably have, like, console commands that we don't know about. Right, servers back up.
Yeah.
Keep active block fault.
Yeah, it says there's a bug with the keep active block.
Wow,
So
what?
you can't reload the game with an active keep active block. It will just make your vehicle disappear.
So in other words, if we want to do this field one and for it to be there next time, someone's got to stand there for an hour.
Well, no, we can leave it there with a keep active block. We just can't leave it across saves. That's the basic thing. So anyway, that's done. You can quit now and reload the stream one. The start of the stream.
I didn't want the last hour of my life anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, I swear we're all in at least double figures of our lives that have been lost to this game.
Let's see. I believe it's this one. So the summary is that the keep active block currently means that your vehicle doesn't come back when you load.
Yeah.
Yes. It works absolutely fine while you stay in that session, but it won't load into a new session.
Okay.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
So I had that on 3252, 3252. Both pointing down, which is what I thought. Sure, this is the same. 3252, 3252. Pointing down, pointing down. Yeah, so the gearboxes and gear ratios are the same. New mission, transport equipment to the mine.
It's a Sawyer Island job.
Can you possibly spawn this full of water something? And then I can just test that I can lift it with water in it. Just put a spawn block in. Because I don't really fancy doing all that for 20 minutes and this thing won't lift.
You can even spawn it with jet fuel in, I believe.
Can you make a small expendable something with the keep alive box so you don't have to drop it inside the main tank? Does the keep alive block keep things around it alive or just the thing that it's in?
Just the thing that it's in.
Oh, I love spawning that in with a fluid spawner. The flow liters per minute thing goes like round the clock about 12 times and then backs itself off. Oh, before you do that, Paul, can I add my little fuel thing for you?
What?
Have you started loading fuel yet?
No. Why have you stolen my chopper?
Upgrades, man, upgrades.
The avionics are in the front nose.
I don't know where I can put this dial.
If you had to guess, one medium engine doesn't have enough torque to turn 8 motors. No, it worked fine. We've had it work fine before. Right, my character is wet and I'm inside of a hangar, so I'm just calling stupidity on the game now.
It is stupidity.
Got me chasing my own tail thinking I've got a leak in the chopper when actually it's just the game. What if you connect
so
separate keep active block on an electric
yeah?
connector? I don't know, Armin. Say again?
You just put your logic blocks in the nose, yeah?
Yeah, you see all the avionics in the nose cone.
Right.
How big is it?
Oh, hang on. Just remembering the most critical part, which is, you know, the power.
Does it go away if you close the doors? I think there's some manual ones, aren't there? I think the answer to that is no. Keep active block won't keep the Gantrys alive since they aren't the same creation. Well, you say that, Spec Silent Sean, but when we used Zombie's tank, that one over there with the keep alive block in it, we dropped it next to a Gantry and we unloaded into it and left it selling and we flew away and it kept selling. And we assumed that when we spawned the game back in, it would carry on, but it didn't because it didn't spawn the vehicle back in. But it does work. Before you save and load, it works properly. Linear speed sensor.
Yeah.
I can hook up all the stuff to it. Well, I've got one on there, but it needs converting into knots, so just put the control in there and I'll wire it.
Okay, I've added the fuel onto it. Did you shut the doors?
I did, yeah, because I was testing whether I could stop being rained on, but it doesn't work.
So if you jump in before you put it into the workshop just to look. Left-hand side, I've just put it there for now. So, see the 4 dials?
Yeah.
That's wired up, ready to get. All you need to do is put the speed into it, and then it should work. And then I'll need to adjust the figures once we know what they are.
Is that a mod or is that a block?
That's an actual block.
In
you
the
can
game.
get that in the in the inventory stuff.
Right, so that's what you was on about. What about this controller that does all the fuel flow calculations?
That's in the nose. You just need to hook up the linear speed sensor.
Okay. Is that the grey one?
That grey block, yeah, right at the far end.
Given speed, meters per second, remain time. Wait, he's got meters per second in kilometers, but no knots. What a scumbag.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
And I put the recalculate period on like 1. It looks a bit better.
No way. Right, so I'm just going to spawn it back and see if we can lift this. Is that full of water now?
Yeah, did you hook up the linear speed sensor?
I haven't hooked anything up. I thought we just want to test this first.
Oh, either or, whatever. Yeah.
So are we putting fuel in this or not?
Yeah, you can put fuel in the chopper now.
Yeah, not too much.
No, I won't. 500 litres.
Yeah, it should be enough. Where do you get the coolant to fill the radiator? You don't need to worry about that. Wait, is that thing going to stop anytime soon?
You need to put the brakes back on.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know you'd fitted frictionless bearings to it.
That's because you're so strong, you gave it a bump.
It just keeps on rolling. Love the Insta brakes. Anyway, in 5 months, some of those were gifted, though, I believe. So it's probably more like 3, but still more than 1. Welcome back, Nutty Jim. Gastus 48, happy anniversary. We got fuel, yeah?
Yep.
Right, you want to winch out a little bit?
Oh. We're connected.
Okay, it's just coming back down again.
Is that with no ratios in? I thought you had to swap it out to like low range or whatever.
Yeah, but it defaults to 3 to 2, so... It's on max throttle. It used to work this. Why doesn't it stop working?
Yeah, but last time, didn't you have the gearboxes back to back with no pipes in between?
Well, I checked in the other... in AH9, I think, and it was fine. That's really weird. It's not moving now. It used to, though, didn't it?
Yep.
Change the amount of blades or rotor or...
Well, I mean, it's obviously a bit heavier, I guess. But it won't even lift it, and it's hardly got any fuel, and we loaded it up with fuel as well, so... I really don't know.